What is up, everybody? I'm excited to do this review today. I got one of the Willet Purple Tops. This was an 11-year pick from Argonaut. Now, I've never actually tried any of these Willet Purple Tops, but for some reason people go just nuts for these. Like, the secondary value on some of these Willets is like upwards of $1,000, which I don't totally understand why. But even this one had an MSRP of $500, which is kind of crazy. And I wouldn't be surprised to find secondary value on these go even higher. So you can take a look. We've got barrel number 2040, 11-year age, 61.9%. So yeah, what is the big deal with these guys? Why are people so hyped up? And I find that when I watch bourbon review videos, often they always say the same notes: caramel, sweet, rye, spice. And so I think to actually help me understand what this tastes like, I want to put it in context with some other barrel-proof bourbons such as Four Roses OESO, single barrel proof, and Stag Junior, just to really understand how this fits into the bourbon landscape. So with the nose on the Willet. That's a really nice nose. It reminds me a little bit on nicer Buffalo Trace products, like more aged things, like I guess like BTAC. I get this very sweet, I've heard people describe as cherry note, but also like this nice funky oak that tells me it's got some age on it. I do get that very much here. I get like that sweet cherry, I get that funky oak. I think if this were blind and someone told me this is a Buffalo Trace product, I would believe that. Yeah, just a very rich fruit, sweet nose. I'm guessing this is one of the higher rye mash bills, but I haven't done my homework on that. I don't really know how that works. But apparently there's like barrel stats for every Willet pick. Oh man, it smells really sweet, really fruity. You want to smell? All right.
Oh, I'm like holding baby with my hand.
You're doing so much.
It smells great.
Does it? Yeah, to me this smells like a high rye where I get like that fruitiness, not like the mintiness. Really, really enjoying that nose. Okay. It is quite sweet up front. You do get, on the end of it, you get like these kind of tannic notes, like almost like a tannic oak. I don't know if this is high corn or high rye. It's hard for me to tell. I do really like it. I find that sweetness very alluring. Also maybe like, it's almost like a sweet and sour balance. Maybe a weird thing to say, but like the oak almost provides this like sourness that kind of makes it very appealing. Oh yeah. It's like rich sweet, but also the savory sourness that I do think is really great. I think this is a really nice bottle. Is it worth $500? Like, no, I don't really think it is. I don't really understand the allure behind these bottles, but let's put it in context. So is it better or worse than this Four Roses, which I got for $100? This is OESO, so that's the higher corn mash bill of Four Roses. Let's give that a smell. Okay. Four Roses is more obviously fruity, actually, compared to the Willet. I get a lot of those similar nice oak notes I got from the Willet. But I would say, whereas the Willet nose is a bit more on the sweet, darker fruit side, this Four Roses has more brighter fruit notes. It also has a bit of that funky oak to it that I find very appealing. Oh man. Okay, these are a little different. I would say the Four Roses, they're not opposite bourbons though, actually. The Willet's rye is a little funkier. Probably if you've tried Willet rye, you know like their actual rye tends to have a lot of that kind of like dill or herbalness, and I do think you get a little more of that from this bourbon. Whereas the Four Roses, I think it's all fruit and sweet. These are about a wash for me. I think these are similarly good. I might even prefer the Four Roses, but I really like Four Roses barrel proofs. Now I want to put that in context of the Stag as well. Ooh. Stag, I'm not getting as much on the nose as the others, which is interesting. It's actually higher proof. Stag is maybe more of a dark syrupiness. Oh yeah. Stag is much sweeter and a little bit of like leatheriness from the oak. These are all pretty nice. I think the thing that separates the Willet is you do get that rye profile that if you've tasted like a 4-year Willet rye, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It's like this dill, herbal, like pickliness. The thing is, like, I don't like this better than either of these. It's a little different. If you really like that Willet rye signature, I think you will like this. But for my money, I'm probably going with the Four Roses Barrel Proof as my favorite of these three. Not worth $500 for me. Thanks for watching.